Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective.
Good to see you. Be killed! Not so fast!
Someone call? How about me then?
vintage vinyl.
That's sick. If they want, I could send them some stuff too.
Iggy would love that.
Good to see you.
5, 4,
Attack with me. Good to see you. Hello. Good to see you. Hello. These healing waves. Hey. Good to see you. Dodge this. Powered and ready to fire.
That was out there.
Coming for disrupting.
How many was that?
double kill.
Hey. Good to see you. Clear out. Hello. Hey. Time for the reckoning. This ends now. Dodge this. Two down. Hello. Recharge. Good to see you. Hello. Good to see you. Nothing. Hey. Clear out. Railgun charge. Hello. Apagando las luces. What are you doing? Good to see you.
Hack complete.
This ends. Time for the reckoning.
Look at me go!
here after a very spicy game number one. A few technical issues here and there, but I do believe that we are back now. Shaleepin, how you feeling after that first map?
I'm feeling great, honestly. I was very glad to see that Snaketopia was definitely feeling some struggle, especially on
Let
that
me get back
first
to you on
point.
mute.
There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of flip flop, and that's
Is it
exactly
delayed?
what I wanted to see. Now, unfortunately, we didn't see too much of that in the second half, and as we understood through the comms, there was some miscommunication, and that definitely caused some struggle from the side of CSUN Black. But that's okay. I believe that that's something that can definitely be fixed coming into this next round. So I'm hoping that we see more of what we saw in that first round, where it's completely undecisive and we can't tell who the victor's gonna come out.
I agree. I agree. I think CSUN had a really good showing there. It showed the Kings can bleed, that they aren't totally immortal here. Even though they did
I'll
finish
answer your
up
question next.
strong, they still have that possibility. They still have that fight in them. So I think I want to see more from that. I think so long as they're able to communicate, they're able to coordinate a lot better. Having those good team fight and those good pushes will be the key difference maker in keeping themselves in the game here. But I think we'll have to see as we are gearing up for map number 2 here. I mean, obviously, after all those bans, what do you think we should expect to see coming out next?
Honestly, one thing I definitely noticed in the first round that I expect to see different coming for the rest of these matches is going to be how Wannabe positions themselves. I believe that at first he was definitely taking a lot of downtime being eliminated whenever he'd gone a little too far. Perhaps they were under anticipating the backlash that they would receive from CSUN Black pushing so far in. But I think that they're comfortably adapting, and we perhaps will continue to see that, and perhaps not.
Yeah, we'll have to see here as we're finally getting into the game. Map number 2. My goodness, what a gorgeous map this place is.
Yeah, honestly, I truly love it. I love how the cart is a race car. That's honestly just like one of the coolest ones
Ready
in
for
the
battle.
game. And here we're gonna see Cheddar on Orisa, which I believe, hearing from news yesterday, that there's a very comfort pick for them as a tank player. And truly, Orisa is strong in the current meta right now, being effective in Brawl. So it's gonna be exciting to see how they play around, especially because Cheddar, we have seen before, get extremely great value out of the Terror Surgers that they are enabled to do.
Yeah, but meanwhile, also on the other hand, Snaketopia with Wannabe bringing out the Rhine. Reinhardt, not really a character you see too much now, much of these days. I mean, considering how the meta is, you have Ramatra, you have Orisa, you have all these different kinds of tanks that it makes it very difficult to play Ryan. But actually, we're going to see the swap to the ball or the Zarya. Actually, is going to be the Zarya. I mean, Wannabe has been known to throw out a Reinhardt or a Zarya every now and then, but I think it may turn out well here. You have Zinnia and Paco on the Shimada brothers, so let's see how it all plays out.
Right, and seeing IELTS on the Freya is definitely a great pick here. We've seen before that marksman, especially on that bridge, if they don't get pushed off that bridge, they can use her take aim, her updraft,
Audio
and get just
works,
gnarly
audio works,
shots
audio works.
and do
We're
all
under.
that they can to push back the offensive side and say that you are not getting past this bridge. As you see here, there's a lot of clash happening here for that high ground, taking that control, and it's going to be a little bit of a stalemate at first.
Yeah, but so far it seems like CSUN is going to be put on the back foot here. They're trying to hold firm onto this bridge here as they're going to try and go on through. Fangblade will be the first to fall. Genji will find the pick onto the Lucio, but the rest of Snaketopia actually is going to fall. Wannabe and Zinnia going to be the next to go down there, and actually a very dumb showing. CSUN be able to stop them in their place there, prevent them from going any far forwards.
Right, honestly, and to see here, Baptiste is coming up on this window much quicker than the Lucio beat on the side of Snaketopia. So we're going to see exactly what they want to whip it out early and perhaps take the advantage that they have in terms of speed and get all the picks and just burn down the time that Snaketopia has at the start of the round.
Yeah, and absolutely, as we're getting take a look of Azalt's on this champion, is still dealing out so much damage here. The ultimate is actually going to be online here, going to be ready to go here. I think there's going to be a fight going to break out soon. Let's listen to the comms. What are they thinking in this scenario?
Yeah, 3, 2, give.
Back up, back. Why did I peek? Why did I peek with him? Why did I peek with him? Why did I peek with him?
I didn't even. We can win, guys. I have.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
I have
No.
grab. I have grab.
I have blade.
They
we
still
cannot
have
win.
lamp. They still have lamp. We can't. Wait, help us out of spawn. This is some person. Let's keep it. I should have went Tracer.
You guys are good, bro.
Summer's out. We
I'm
need to
fine
walk.
though.
Need to walk. Let's go.
Homework.
I'm gonna grab, guys.
Okay.
Can you guys walk up?
On me, summary,
walking,
summary.
walking.
Here. Alright. Keep going. Summary.
Bad.
On me.
Are you serious? Walt one.
Okay. This guy needs to be
Bro.
removed.
Right, as we saw
Yeah.
there with the extremely effective grab on the Baptiste, truly that seemed like it would have been it for Snaketopia to get that push, but Season Black really pushed back, able to just stand their ground and hold it together, which is honestly extremely difficult to do around that corner, especially with such a powerful ult. However, Snaketopia still has 4 ults in their bank, ready to make another strong push here, and we'll have to see if Shroomsword perhaps use an amazing Immortal Field, or perhaps it might be taken out early. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see there as the EMP is going to be dished out here. Multiple Dragon Blades also come out here, but it doesn't matter as the sound barrier is going to come on through. Xenia absolutely dicing and slicing straight through the enemy team along with Wannabe. The Graviton Surge is huge here as this character, a team kill straight up going over to the side of Snaketopia here as CSUN finally fall just like that. Yeah, and it wasn't even the grab there. They didn't even have that online. That was just Wannabe just running straight through them with Xenia. My goodness, what a dominant showing.
Wow, it's looking like those 4 ults I had just talked about. They really just used them all out at once and it worked great. Perhaps after the grab used in the fight before, they thought, okay, perhaps this next fight will not be as crazy. As you see Wannabe take down Cheddar here, it's going to be an effective elimination. Hopefully it's going to allow them to get that final push to capture the first point here, which is about 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and the bullet shot is going to be used up here as CSUN trying to stop them in their tracks, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough here as Brown Nugget and Mount Fuji both are stopped in their tracks and have to back away. They will be traded out for Xenia here, but even though they had just mere seconds left, Snaketopia is able to claim the first point, buying some much needed time for them to continue their onslaught here. As CSUN, they are put on the back foot here. They have to back away. They're trying to back forth and trying to avoid taking too much damage here, but Wannabe does have the Graviton Surge, so they have one ultimate in their pocket from whenever they need it here. They actually might be going in. Cheddar is now on the hazard here, trying to stop them, but they're able to hold them back. They're able to hold fast, but Snaketopia going to use the jump to try and go in. Barrier, Graviton Surge finally going in, going to find its way onto 2, but the Immortality is going to be used up, going to get deleted almost immediately, and Mount Fuji will fall. Unfortunately, that is your Lucio that you desperately so need. Still, they're going to have to back away on the back foot here, trying to find their way back here, but it might not be enough as Snaketopia will not let them get away. And just like that, Snaketopia claims some much more needed space here. Another point going to be coming on through here.
Yeah, honestly, I wanted to point out how the ultimate economy is going around on both teams. It seems like Season Black is working more to have all their ults around the similar time. I see here Kitsune Rush is coming out at the same time as winner from opposite sides. Immortal Field used out, trying to sustain. Can we hold this point? Can we burn the time just a little bit longer for Snaketopia? But it's looking like it's going to be extremely difficult as Shroomsword goes down by Xenia. Wannabe taking down IELTS. And it's looking like they capture a second point to secure another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Much time to finish this out.
Yeah, so much time indeed. It seems like they use on whatever they want there. So they're just cleaning on kills here. Both Brown Nugget and Mount Fuji, the Sombra and Lucio, not finding the value that you really need here as they're just going to be pushed out yet again. And it seems, I'm starting to notice a pattern here, Sleepin'. Like, it seems that even though CSUN have such an aggressive foothold, they're able to take a little bit of space. It seems like in the end, they start to falter towards the end. But they have, as we're coming out here, there is more ultimates available.
True, that is what I'm saying. I see Xenia come here with the blade, trying to take Shroomsword down, and he does. Paco taking down the Lucio, want to be taking down IELTS, and it seems like Snaketopia is gaining all the space necessary, and Season Black is struggling much more here on this last section of the map. Can they hold on just a little bit longer? Perhaps burn the time down so that overtime perhaps won't be so bad for them.
Here, I mean, as you mentioned, there was only the Dragon Blade that was used up here, and Snaketopia, they still have 3, almost 4 ultimates available here. CSUN still have a few ultimates of their own, but they have yet to be able to use it just yet. But just like that, Bullet Shot is going to be used up by the Freya, but not going to be find any value so much so far. Paco is going to use the Dead Eye, and as well, all the ultimates are starting to come on through. Brown Nugget doesn't even get a chance to use the EMP as well as the entire team just goes down, gets absolutely eviscerated by the Genji. And just like that, Snaketopia dominating the fight. A team kill to close out this first round. My goodness.
Wow. Honestly, a very clean fight there for Snaketopia. They perfectly used all their ults and all their abilities. Zinnia being able to go in and dash and finish off several people, able to just clean it up as quickly as possible, leaving them with almost an entire minute for overtime if that becomes necessary. Very great for Snaketopia here. Honestly, just a great round.
Yeah, I mean, hey, what are you thinking? How do you think CSUN should respond in kind? Because we saw previously, once again, at that first little choke point at the bridge, they were able to hold them down for a while. Got close, I believe, to around 10 to 15 seconds left on the clock there, but until they were able to get that first point, and it seemed like everything seemed to snowball out of the hands of CSUN. So, what do you think they should do to respond?
I believe perhaps that either Brunugget is struggling to get some picks on the backline or IELTS is being held off, not being able to get the picks that they initially were able to on that bridge. Once they're pressed off there, they have to look for other great high ground spots or other areas to sneakily get a pick with that great take, aim, explosion damage. And I don't think they were able to after that first point. As we saw, they were struggling, as well as the Bola ult coming out. It never really was combined with the Terror Surge, which we have seen see some Black pull off yesterday, and it was greatly affected for them. And I believe it was due to the ult economy that they were left with as they were losing these matches or these fights from different ults coming from Snaketopia. So I'm hoping to see those ults combine better, and perhaps they can have the great synergy that Snaketopia is showcasing here.
Yeah, no, as we're seeing both the teams start to duke it out here already, Snaketopia opting to go behind and stay on this bridge. Once again, this bridge seems to be the choke point for a lot of these fights. Neither team wants to give it up because they need that much needed momentum here. But it does seem like Paco is actually going to be the first to fall, going to get sniped out by the Freya. Yvault, that's exactly what you need from your DPS in a fight like this here, as they're going to easily push forward and break through where Snaketopia were not able to beforehand. And just like that, they're going to have to back away here. And that first point will be coming up very shortly for CSUN. And just like that, one on Genji. Zinnia is going to try and go on through, but Cheddar on the Orisa is stopping them in the track. The damage mitigation absolutely humongous here. Spear's not going to connect here. Zarya is just melting them away. So much damage coming through as just like that, Snaketopia is going to go on the offensive to claim the point and make sure that they're not able to go any further than they have already.
Right, I'm seeing here Cheddar is struggling to deal with these Zarya beam, as of course the javelin spin around is not able to deflect that. Actually, the Kitsune rush here, Cheddar is going in, perhaps seeing all the picks that they can get. AOLs in the back line, hitting all those take aim shots, trying to see, can we get at least one fake here, take the advantage here, win the card and get that last point. But the opposing Kitsune rush unfortunately pushing them back here. With all the offensive oppression here, it's going to be very difficult for Season to push through this fortress that it seems like that Snaketopia is creating.
I just want to say as well, beautiful shot from our observer there. Both of the Kitsune rushes at the same time. That was a pretty nice view. But here, as we're going, we can't take too much time to go sightseeing. As actually go overdrive. The ultimate from the Orisa is going to come on through. Not going to find much, but he will secure the kill onto Paco. There's so much. The Cassidy is going to go down. They are stuck in this room. There's not where you want to be. There's so much damage going to be coming out here, but no kill is going to be given over just yet. Just kidding. Here comes the Lucio. That's going to go down there. The rest of the Snaketopia is just going to get absolutely run over by CSUN. And my goodness, on the offensive, CSUN looks so much more dominant than they were before.
Wow, yeah, honestly, having the half of their team practically being in that room was a very interesting thing to see. That is not the place that you want to be, especially when point is so close to being captured. You want to try and push out of there, but it seems practically impossible. However, Snaketopia coming here with 4 ults ready and almost Kitsune Rush. So Season Black right now currently just has EMP Kitsune Rush. As I think that Nugget is especially strong here. We see the EMP come out, the beat come out, Kitsune Rush coming from the side of Season Black. Paco getting the pick on Nugget, and Blade coming out, taking out how about almost all of Season Black here with the team wipe. Wow.
My goodness, what a well played here from Snaketopia. And that was using 3 ultimates, but they still have 2 more in their back pocket here. They still have the Deadeye and they still have the Kitsune Rush. So they still got more options available to them, even though they did use 3. Oh my god, Zinnia gonna get chunked out. Almost goes down. Yeah, almost going to go down here, but actually the Kitsune Rush is going to be used up. Deadeye now coming on through. They're going to absolutely run them over and take it back yet again. And just like that, CSUN on the back foot. Mount Fuji going to try and buy some time, but it's not going to be enough. And that's going to be the team wipe going over to CSUN. And now the ultimate economy is just in shambles. I mean, I don't really know how do you go up from here. It seems like Snaketopia has a chokehold over this little ramp going up here, but they do have the bullet shot and the terror surge that is available. So let's go to a comp check. Let's see what these teams are talking about throughout this game.
Oh, I'm fucking dead,
What the
bro.
fuck?
Kill Sombra.
Nice,
Nice,
we
nice,
traded, we
nice.
traded.
Keep Mark up. Mark is high charge. Keep Mark up.
Yeah, I'm keeping Mark up. I'm keeping Mark up.
I bubble.
that-
Help Sean.
Fuck, man.
Hello? Can you get
This
it?
one,
This one.
this one, this one.
Nice.
Help me. I'm dead, I think. Oh.
Can you guys get out? Can you get out, Mark?
See me, see me?
Dead.
There he is. Just
Clear
Not
one.
too bad.
Clear one.
fuck.
I did.
Clear dead.
Good kill. Sombra behind.
We don't have Zarya though. We don't have Zarya.
Yeah, and a little bit of frustration there coming out from Snaketopia. Not exactly able to hold it for too long there, but at the very least, they're able to hold it longer than most here. But they do have some more ultimates that are coming online very soon. It seems like the ult economy is in shambles, but they're able to get it up soon as actually Paco claims 2 kills. He's able to get the pick onto Freya, and just like that, they're able to hold onto the payload, stop it from going to that second point.
Yeah, it's great. And he has his high noon just ready to go. We saw last fight he used it to effectively take out, I believe it was Shroom Soup, which is of course an effective elimination, especially now that Shroom Soup has Kitsune Rush. If he can deny that here, that can practically give him a huge advantage going into this next fight, which could determine whether Snake or Season Black is going to be able to take this point.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure is on here. Shroom Subu, the only one with the ultimate available here. Mount Fuji and Yveltal are going to actually come up right now. The Kitsune Rush is going to be used up. They're making their final stand. Sound Barrier is going to be used as well to give them some much needed space. But Zarya is going to try and melt them down. The Graviton Surge is going to find 2 onto 3. That is both the tank and the supports is just like that, but Zinnia is going to follow up. The Dragon Blade going to cut down 2, cut down 3, and just like that, Snaketopia going to find the Fangs into the next of CSUN, cutting them down at the very last moment. 30 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's looking a little tight for Season Black here to get one more touch, especially looking at their ult economy. It's seeming like they're only going to be able to go into this fight with an EMP, so it's going to have to be a massive one here. However, Snaketopia is also looking like perhaps they might be able to sneak out a high noon, but it's looking a little rough on their side in terms of ults. Now, we have seen Season Black do very well in terms of staggering Snaketopia, but that has not breaking through their wall here as the EMP is coming out. Cheddar getting a pick on the Kiriko. A very strong elimination, but Zinnia still taking out Mount Fuji with this vicious blade here. And we're seeing Bro Nugget do everything they can. It seems like they're struggling. Their team is faltering. It looks like Snaketopia ends it there, unable to capture the second point for Season Black.
Yeah, no, Snaketopia able to hold it down there, and that's going to be map number 2 going up to Snaketopia once again. Another dominant showing close in the beginning, but in the end, it seems like just barely not enough to take it. And already in this best of 5, Snaketopia are on match point.
Honestly,
that's almost it.
It's really a sight to see. I would hope to see that this match at least go 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 would be amazing. But of course, it seems like, as we saw there in the end, Bro Nugget is struggling to get the value that he was able to acquire yesterday. He's as I said multiple times yesterday, he's a master of his craft. He knows to get that strong EMP, but it seems Snaketopia is not worried to take perhaps just a few eliminations there. They're still able to hold that site. Honestly, it's great to see how strong they're able to do that when the cart is so close to that second point, and with just 30 seconds left, it seemed like it was cutting it a little too close with how the ults were looking out.
Yeah, I can only imagine how CSUN are feeling here. I don't really know how they can really fall up there because it seems like they're able to get their way forward. They're able to take these small victories, but when it comes down to the wire, it seems like they're being overturned at every single point. And it's also, I will like to comment on the ult management. It seems like that Snaketopia always had 4 to 5 ults up at any given time, and they were able to relegate that and continue to like have those up by using only around 2 to 3 at a time and use those decisively. But meanwhile, it seemed like CSUN they almost never really had those ultimates available, at least not all at once that they could use at the same time. So I would hope to try and see more of that coming into the match point here. I mean, because it's backs against the wall. This is it. It's do or die time for for these players here. If they want to win, they have to start doing these things now, almost immediately. But I mean, yeah, we'll have to see how it all plays out here. Once again, a dominant showing here, but let's see, can they bring it back around? Is it a reverse sweep angle? We'll find out. We're gonna go to a break, but we'll be right back once we're back in action. And welcome back here, going into this next game, map number 3, match point, New Junkertown. Sleeping, how we feeling after all that?
Honestly, feeling pretty hyped. I like to see that Season Black is doing all that they can to fight back against the massive force that Snaketopia is putting against them. Hopefully that this faster paced mode perhaps can do it for them. We see them do quite well on capture point in the first match. They almost got that first round, and seeing here, this is basically 3 quick round version of it. We're hoping that they can get some secured points here. I'm a little worried for Cheddar, as usually his comfort pick here is Orisa, which is banned. However, we also have seen him do great on Joker Queen with those very impressive rampages yesterday on this same map. So I'm hoping to see that come through here as well.
Absolutely, I'm excited to see how it is. Once again, both Tracer and Orisa have been banned out by these teams here, so that's why you're seeing quite a lot of picks here, but a lot of picks that you would kind of ordinarily see in the meta. I mean, you're seeing Symmetra, you're seeing Cassidy here. There's a lot of different things here, and actually want to be on the Doomfist here. There's a lot of potential for these teams here. But yeah, I mean, it's backs against the wall, do or die, so it's go time here, as Wannabe is already going to use the Rocket Punch to get away. Not going to go through as I thought they would be, but you know, it's perfectly okay. But the rest of the team is already starting to fight. A lot of fast-paced action fighting on through, and already the first kills are starting to roll in. Both supports for CSUN going down almost immediately, and that's not what you want for the beginning of this match here, as the entire team is already starting to go down. CSUN already getting rolled in this first fight.
Wow, it took him like those very quick picks on those supports is what did it for Snaketopia to capture that site. it was tough seeing that railgun from Paco really was effective. They were able to do that on their own while Wannabe had the help of Fish for Hose to take down the second support. And truly, that is what they needed to make this quick capture. We have seen sometimes this site takes a long time to capture at the start of the match. However, it's looking like it might be a little quicker this time.
Yeah, perhaps, but still, CSUN have something to say about that. Fangblade already going down initially there. And Cassie, Valentine trying to do their best to do some damage here, but it's very hard to out damage a Sojourn. But if they're able to land their shots, they're going to drive on through, and actually is going to be able to manage to get it. Finds 3 kills onto Snaketopia as Paco and Zinnia are going to go down.
Wow, it's actually great seeing Sun Black able to come back so quick now. Although Snaketopia is over half the percentage, as we know the percentage grows very quick in this game mode. We're going to have to see if Snaketopia can win back one more time. Perhaps it's all that they're going to need to capture this first point here on New York City.
Yeah, we're going to have to see here, as Kitsune Rush is going to be used up there. Hindered onto Wannabe there, not gonna be able to do much, taking so much damage, will fall as CSUN will start to claim the kills, and just like that, they're gonna have a team kill of their own for the first time in this series. Valentine now has the Deadeye available after all those kills roll in. Snaketopia is on the back foot for the first time in this series. CSUN do have the advantage here. It does seem like they do have a tight foothold over this first objective, so they will be taking the advantage so far.
It seemed like even though Snaketopia had almost 60% at the start of this round, that they were struggling a bit to get their ultimates, but now as we see Overclock, Kitsune Rush coming out from Fangblade on Snaketopia with the high noon from Valentine to see if they can deny any power coming from this, seeing if we get any picks. Unfortunately not. We're seeing the EMP come out through Brun Nugget, seeing, okay, let's capture the site. We're gonna need this victory with the beat dropping and Rampage coming out from the side of Sun Black. It's looking like a really close fight here.
Yeah, really close fight indeed. Overtime, time is ticking, burning away there. Hako is going to go down. No DPS available for Snaketopia. Fangblade's going to be reduced to half HP. Soundbear going to be used from Mount Fuji. It's going to go down, but Grunt Nugget finally finding the value on the Sombra. Going to find both kills onto the support of Snaketopia. And just like that, the first point will go to CSUN as the rest of the team has to fall back and away. Wannabe going to use the rocket or the meteor strike. Going to find the land. Not going to find a picks onto anyone, but is going to have to back away. Zinnia does get picked off. So will Mount Fuji in response. They're going to be traded out, but it's all for naught as the first point does go to CSUN, and they're now making their way towards the next point.
Wow, I love to see them get a point here. And also, they have the Kitsune Rush ready to go for that second point, seeming like they're going to do whatever they can to keep this momentum going. Perhaps have an underdog story here in this grand finales would be awesome to see, as we see Snaketopia is slowly overtaking the space already. Hopefully Shroom Soup with that TP going over to help their friend Cheddar here. Perhaps get an early pick that would definitely secure their advantage over to capture the second point early on and gain all the percentage that they can.
Yeah, and just like that, the Kitsune Rush is going to be used up here. Shroom Soup and Cheddar, the dynamic duo, are going to find 3 kills onto the back line of Snaketopia here. And just like that, even though Cheddar will be traded out in response, that's still some much needed pacing as CSUN are already able to claim the first or the next point here. So they do have the objective so far, but Valentine might be caught out here, had to back away, but isn't able to escape. Gonna get gunned down by Wannabe. Just the primary fire doing enough to deal the damage here. But actually, as the ultimates are starting to come on through, I can only imagine what these teams are feeling. What is CSU and Black thinking here as they're going in here? Let's cut to the com check.
You're done.
Oh, it's fine.
That point.
Oh my, how did we lose that?
What did they use?
We didn't have a DPS, that's why.
Yeah,
Still was winnable.
I kind of just like let Josh die.
Okay, but
They're coming up on 4 ults. They're gonna have everything but cash coming out.
The cast? Okay.
So they didn't use anything.
Can we wrap? Can we wrap? We don't want to get poked
Yeah,
here.
they use cash.
They punch.
No punch,
Oh,
no
they
punch,
need
no
to-
punch, no
no,
punch.
They used it. They still have
They
it.
have punch.
No punch, though.
No punch, no punch.
Tight.
No way.
I have TP.
Wait, he's one!
Oh my god.
Oh, my right click.
Two behind.
Okay.
DPS group.
What else do they use? They use nothing, right?
They use rush. They
They
use
use
rush.
rush. They have beat, doom,
Did I scare you?
good.
Snaketopia.
Make sure you guys call that one for Snaketopia.
Yeah, no, actually, after all of that, unfortunately, CSUN not going to be able to find the engage that they were looking for, so they do have to give up that first point, but they're going to try again here. It's actually going to be overtime, going to be locked in here, but the ultimates are starting to come through. Roadhog is going to find the pick onto Zinni, so no Dragon Blade available for this fight. Snaketopia, Wannabe is going to try to find a pick onto Cassidy, but isn't going to be able to find anything so far. One DPS down, but actually Valentine and Roadhog, no DPS available for CSUN. Black there, as actually this might be the end of this flashpoint. They might have to give it over there, but they actually are able to secure it for the moment there. But the rest of the team, it's not going to matter as CSUN do go down, only using one ultimate there. They still have the Meteor Strike and the Dragon Blade available now.
It's seeming like CSUN Black, though, their communication, as you heard in their comms, is much better this time. Very clean, like very great tracking of the ultimate that Snaketopia has. They called out that Cassidy does not have a result, but everyone else does, and they were right on the money there. They knew exactly what to expect. And it's seeming like we are gonna go into the comm checks here to see what Snaketopia is thinking.
I'm with you.
I thought we were going fast with Blade.
I did too.
We keep marching.
I can go.
Go, call for it.
3, 2, 1, walking.
Someone.
TP. Wait, cast main, nothing.
Hear me.
Oh shit. I'm with.
Cast one. I'm dead.
I need a TP. I need a TP.
Should one. Fuck.
That's Queen and beat.
That's fine for Blade. Wait, good mark.
Mark.
That's huge. Can I walk up or no?
Down this, yeah.
Wow, and my goodness, there, unfortunate turn of events for Snaketopia. I mean, Zinnia finding the Dragon Blade onto Paco, but is barely not able to secure the kill. Paco gets away by the skin of their teeth there. So the next point will be given over to CSUN. They have firm control over this so far, but Fangblade is going to use the Katuna Rush as Snaketopia tries to make their way, fight on through. Cheddar will go down, so there is no tank available for CSUN. Valentine now on the venture going to try and deal some damage to this Doomfist, but has to drill away and dash away. CSUN now on the back, have to back away and relieve control for now.
Right, honestly, it's really interesting to see how Zinnia was unable to get the picks that he has been in all these previous rounds with Genji and that Blade coming out. It's looking a little rougher for Snaketopia, however, they are able to catch this site, which is great. We're seeing a lot of flip-flop, just like the first match that these two teams had earlier, and I'm hoping to see that continue. Of course, CSUN Black is going to put out all the stops necessary to try and win, as of course this is match point, and it's all they need. It's do or die.
Yeah, it's all they need indeed, and actually it's not exactly the start that you want, as Valentine and Troop are going to go down first immediately, and Paco going to find another kill. Wannabe using the meter strike and just going to glide on and throw Mount Fuji into a wall. Dominance, and still with two ultimates available for this last upcoming fight, 83%. And rising here for Snaketopia. CSUN, they have to do something about this. They do have the Katuna Rush, but just like that, the EMP is denied. Brundugget and Valentine are going to go down. It is only the supports and the tank, as the second point is going to go over to Snaketopia here, as the next flashpoint will be unlocked relatively soon. They're fighting to try and get away here. CSUN, Cheddar trying to trade something, anything there, and they will find some picks available, but at the cost of their own supports. Sleepin', how are we feeling about all this here?
Honestly, it's great to see a Doomfist. It's pretty rare to see him so far in this tournament, and seeing how powerful Wannabe is able to go in and get out and being sneaky, as we just saw, to secure this site, and they had no idea that this was coming, that this threat was just looming just under the stairs, such as Harry Potter coming out. And it's honestly great to see just how effective that Snaketopia is able to come together, especially after losing that first point. You think that momentum perhaps is shaken, but it seems like they came together.
Yeah, and actually I even wholeheartedly agree. I mean, at the very least, Snaketopia, they aren't done yet, but neither CSUN. They do have 3 ultimates available, so we're actually gonna go to a comm check here, walk us through this fight.
Yeah, nice. Queen, look queen.
Where did my team go? Wait.
Sorry,
I was hitting you.
You did not deserve that.
Where did my team go?
I apologize, sincerely. Wait.
Get her! Teabagger. Oh.
It's actually disgusting to me.
Wait, the soldier's AFK. What?
Like, what?
Do you need a pause? Okay.
And actually, a pause is going to go on through. Unfortunate for CSUN that they fall way too early there. So Snaketopia does have control here.
Let
And it's
me-
really quite the interesting pause here. But there's
Let me check out the
5
team, let me
ultimates
check out the
available for Snaketopia. And already the meteor strike is going to start rolling on through. Landing on top of the box. Not on top of the cuticle there, but will fall nonetheless there. Wannabe going to make their way out there. Getting away with murder as they just jump on top of Shroom like a Goomba and just dive away. But now they have to do something about it. And 4 ultimates still available. CSU and still have to fight their way back here. They can't be giving over this many points here. 65% and rising. Let's go to a comm check. Let's see how CSU and Black are feeling in this scenario.
I killed Cass.
I don't. Oh, Cheddar didn't get it too far.
Oh
Man.
wow.
Dude, Doom is one.
Oh my god, he's slow. He's fucking holding right click, bro. My goodness.
It's 93%. Get the touch. Cast one, cast one. Oh,
Dim
dead.
low, dim low, dim
Oh,
low,
wow,
dim low.
what
It's
they
just
got?
Nugget, it's just
Hey,
Nugget.
he's one.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gonna get carried. I'm gonna get carried.
I'm back.
Ah, heal me.
Lucio's back too.
I'm back now, I'm back
Lucio
now.
Carry, it's Lucio carry.
Carry one. Wait, carry's one. No Suzu.
I'm back.
Their team's
Just
back.
live, just live.
They have.
We have to fight with
It's
this.
gonna be a 5v4. It's gonna be a 5v4.
No deflect. Watch out for punch.
Lucio!
Drawing.
Oh my god, they're all on me.
No clans or TP. No clans or TP.
Doom's half.
Blue. Oh. Any help? He cares. Genji no dash.
Lucio one!
One.
They're one.
Genji
They're all one in the back.
one. Genji dead. Or even.
I can do him.
Yeah,
need
we
help.
have ults coming up.
Doom,
They have Doom ult now.
I'm just trying to
And
live. Wait, doing one! No Suzu!
Live,
Oh, I
live,
need,
live.
if I can get my ult, bro.
And there's a cast behind.
We're all critical. Just live. We have ults.
No!
We
Oh
have
my
last
God.
fight. We have EMP. Oh no.
I died.
Carry one, no TP.
Get out,
Oh wait,
get out.
Doom one.
Don't get off.
Oh my course.
Tell. They're back on venture.
I need help on point.
He's dead, he's
I'm
dead.
gonna get punch.
Just kill him.
He's off, good touch,
He's
touch,
on, he's
touch.
on.
Oh my god, I
Can't
died.
get off.
No,
He hit me with the cast.
Ow, bro, actually, how?
Oh.
Dude, he hit me with the castle somehow, bro. Cause the Doom punch.
And you heard it here, folks. Unfortunately, that's going to be the 3-0 Snaketopia for the perfect tournament run. Undefeated, not dropping a single map throughout this entire tournament. Unfortunately, CSUN so close throughout this entire series, but unfortunately, just barely falling short in the end as Snaketopia will be your Summer Splash 2025 champions.
Honestly, that was just crazy to see the way that final fight lasted. What felt like hours now. The overtime going for so long, and the ults coming out. We saw the rampage come out from Cheddar, doing everything they can. They have to secure the site. This is it. That every moment there was crucial. Every shot, every jagged blade, and Rampage had to do what they can. But unfortunately, of course, we saw Doom was able to sustain just long enough, and of course, also the high noon coming out. Season Black just didn't know what to expect at that point, as we saw Cheddar was quite shocked seeing the meteor strike come and was not expecting that this force was still present here in these final moments, that they kept these ults ready when they needed it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate as CSUN, like as you pointed out, they weren't expecting it. In the end, it looked so good for them, but unfortunately, Doomfist Wannabe just having so much value, they were not only able to get the knockback onto CSUN, but they're able to knock the enemy team into the Deadeye range, and that's all it took to shred the last HP and the last life outside of CSUN. Nonetheless, well played from both teams. Still a very good series. Nonetheless, a quick 3-0 coming in from Snaketopia. GG, well played. That is going to be it for this best of 5 grand finals going over to Snaketopia. And yeah, how are you feeling about after the entire series?
Honestly, as I haven't seen Snaketopia perform like this before. I mean, they have been doing very great, but now being able to hear these comms, really being present with the synergy that they have with their team, the communication of their ultimate is truly what brought them this far, what made them now the victory of the Summer Splash 2025 grand finalists, the victors of this tournament. It is just it's great to see now that this is what they had, the edge that they had over so many of these teams is their teamwork, their collaboration, the way they use their ults, whether they use them at the same time or purposefully stagger them, and it completely confuses the enemy team. It's just great to see that their strategies are so unique and so effective against all these different team compositions they've gone against since day one of Summer Splash.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, they are the kings. They are the champions now for good reason, and I think we got to see why, just exactly why they are that good, because they're just absolutely dominant throughout this entire tournament. So we'll see. See, maybe CSUN can bring it back next year, but we'll have to see. Unfortunately, that's gonna be it from us here. That is it for Overwatch 2 here. My name is Stormbringer. I'm here with Sleepin. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with us throughout this entire tournament. Congratulations again to Snaketopia, your Summer Splash 2025 champions. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a good day.